Now if you see from the top there's a blue line coming down. This is the power of our desire, by which we desire, is the emotional side of a human being. When a person neglects his emotional side or does not respect his emotional side, then this center gets lost. It gets very much destroyed. The emotional side in these modern times is not well understood by human beings. I'm sorry to say, but it is very true that when you destroy this center, first thing that sets in is impotency or overactivity, like the rapist and all that are created because this center is neglected. Both things are just the same in the eyes of God. Any extreme is wrong. Now those people who say that you can be enlightened through sex are really, I don't know what to call them. Because she is your mother sitting down there. She is only your mother. She has no other child, and she is holiest of holy. She is the Holy Ghost within you. And if you want to sex on your mother, I don't know if people understand that here. In India it's impossible. We cannot understand this nonsense. So it's the same insult to your mother, like some people try to insult Mother Mary by putting Christ in a very awkward situation with her. It's something like that, we can say, happens when you start talking like this. It's a very great sin to do such a thing to your own mother, which is the Kundalini. And that's why the other day I told you, I have seen some people have Kundalini, which is all the time tossing her head and breaking her whole body and just feeling so helpless because she's made so weak, because the holiness from a person is vanished. Our idea of holiness has become so perverted. And to add up to that, we have now gurus to tell us that it's a very good thing to do, you'll go to heaven. Actually, they are very honest. They say you'll go to bottomless pit. And bottomless pit means hell. Why do you need a guru for this? Actually, you have mastered this art. In England when I went, I was amazed that they have sex they talk of sex and sex and sex, morning till evening. I don't understand. Like all important people talk, you see. That's how they go on talking about sex all the time. It's nothing but sex. It's so filthy. So filthy. They talk sex with the animals, sex with the children, I don't know what's happening to human beings. How can we that filthy? I wouldn't be surprised after some time we will have our bathrooms inside our drawing rooms. You see, there's something like our privacy. Something like our drawing room where we meet people. How can you talk of these things and how can you discuss these things which are so private and so sacred? And that's how you lose them or you lose balance over them. This is one of the things that's happening to us because God has given us freedom. We think we can do what we like. But we have lost our wisdom. We have lost. I don't know why this industrial revolution, or I don't know whom to blame, but we have lost our wisdom to understand that these things are injurious. If it is not, logically we can see, why do we develop diseases? With free sex, all the sailors, under law, have to have in every port arrangements for getting injections for all kinds of complications that they have from sex life. Why is it you do not feel healthier with it? You lose all your health, all your charm is gone from your face, you're sunken and you look so horrid. It's a very good sign just now to see how nature reacts to it. So one has to be wise to understand that God has given us this thing to us, not to be insulted, but for us to lead a good, normal, good married life. And not to waste our energies in this kind of thing. But when people start thinking about it, then it's even worse. Then what happens? That this shifts from there, the attention onto the other side, and it goes to the yellow side, goes to the brain. When you start thinking about it, definite it is that you will become impotent. Definite, no doubt, at a very early stage, because it is a spontaneous thing. And when you start thinking about it, when your eye starts roving here and there, be sure your attention is gone to something which is so localized, which is so different, and which takes place only at a time when you are at a certain emotional spontaneity. It's very out of date to talk of these things to people, but if you are not careful about it, you have to find out the statistics of American young people, and you'll be amazed how many of them are suffering from horrible diseases. When I went to America, I found that 9 out of 10 young people who came to me were suffering from these horrible diseases, and most of them were impotent. It's a shocking thing. One has to face it as it is, and not to say, oh, I'm all right, I'm all right. This is not the way to look at things. We have to see to the statistics that are being placed before us, and to know that there is something wrong about it. And with your wisdom, you have to reach certain conclusions about it.